What are you doing?
Hey, Valerie. Why? Oh. Why? What are you doing? I'm playing! Stop!
Hey, this is my girlfriend, Rose Chan, and this is the keyboard that she has been using for the past 2 years. It's grown a lot of character over, it's grown a lot over time, you know what I'm saying? But today, we're gonna upgrade it. So looking at the original listing, I see that it's actually a GK68, which used to be pretty recommended back in the day for people starting to mod keyboards and such. So the fact that this is already our starting point is pretty good. It's not a bad starting point to have. It has Gator on blacks and dye-sub PBT keycaps. Nothing too crazy. Here's what it looks like, and here's what it sounds like before we do anything to the board. Honestly, we could just keep this remaining parts, but that wouldn't be fun, would it? So I'm gonna change out everything and it's gonna be really cool. Now, first of all, the keyboard is completely filthy. Here's the gross. So after taking out all the switches and putting the stabilizers in water, I'll explain that later, I had to do something crazy. Go outside. I used canned air to blow out all the dirt, but it didn't really work out. So I used these alcohol wipes. I use this for like my phone, to clean my lenses, my camera, everything like that. And I just went to town trying to get as much dirt out of this keyboard as possible. And I think it looks pretty decent. Speaking of decent, here are all the switches we'll be using. These are the ACO V3 Cream Blue Pro. They're a budget tactile switch. And what's cool is that they're also pre-lubed like the cream yellows that we got on my first build. If you haven't watched building my first keyboard, it didn't go so hot, but we managed to make it work right here in all of its glory. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to check it out, I would really appreciate it. Thanks. So I went with this switch because Rose, for some reason, really wanted tactiles. Hey, so why do you want to use tactiles for this keyboard?
I really like how the bumps feel. It makes me feel good. I like someone.
Why would you say that? So before we add the rest of the switches, remember the stabilizers that we put in the water? So the reason why we did that is because the stabs were factory lubed, which sounds good at first, and until you realize what is actually on the stabs. So I washed them out and I was gonna put them back into the board until this happened. Oh no. Oh god. I dropped it. I dropped the screw. Oh no. I went with these marshmallow keycaps by HiKit because they're so cute and comfy looking, and I knew that my girlfriend would love them. Pats on the back for being a good boyfriend. Pat, pat. Thank you. They are a dye-sub PBT keycap as well as the other ones, and they are also XDA profile. Putting them in, they feel nice. But the downside of this keycap I see is that it's pretty tough to get these off of these type of switches where the stems have a bit of like this square support, and it's kind of difficult to take it off. You just kind of have to wiggle it. It's something to keep in mind, but for the most part, solid. So now we can listen to the sound test to see if we have made any progress with this upgrade. So from what it sounds like, there is more oomph to the board, but it still sounds a bit hollow, and the stabs are definitely rattly. However, this is exactly what I expected. The moment has come for us to mod this pinky boy. Let's start with taking it all apart again, which took a bit of time, not gonna lie. Looking into the board, it's hollow as, but first we're gonna do the tape mod. Now, I've learned from my mistake from the past video, so I know. First, we're gonna put the 3 layers, then cut out all of the holes for the stems and the ports. Don't do what I did last time. I had this piece of foam lying around. It's pretty thin, so I'm gonna put it in and see if it can deepen the sound a bit. Now, I don't know for sure if this is a good foam to use, so remember, stop. This is a PSA. Do not use this video as a tutorial. Do not use any of my videos as a tutorial unless otherwise spoken. Thank you. But anyways, putting everything in was tight, but it fit. So that was cool. And now comes the part I was dreading the most. Modding the stabilizers. Actually, it wasn't that bad. Starting off, I went to Walmart, I picked up these fabric band-aids so I could do the Holy mod. So basically what this mod does is that you put this really thin layer of fabric band-aid inside the stems so that the stabilizer wires are cushioned and they won't rattle as much because there's a cushion there. So it's pretty cool. It reduces the rattle. That's what we want. And after that, I looped the stems, the housings, and the wires. Put it all together, and it sounded pretty good. And after all of this work, I can finally put it together. The switches, the keycaps, and say that I have finally completed upgrading this keyboard. And before I show you guys a sound test, let's see my girlfriend Rose's reaction.
I was trying to scare you guys.
Good morning.
Good morning. You vlogging?
What are you doing?
I'm working. Get out of the way.
Come with me. How's your ass? Okay, now go through this door. Here. And look down. Okay, open your eyes.
Oh, yeah!
Yeah.
It's so cute.
You know how long it took me to build this?
How many?
10 hours.
Oh, yeah!
It would have been
What
like
is
6
this?
if I didn't have to record.
Huh?
That's crazy.
Nice.
So much better than where's the other way?
No, that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or what do you say? Huh? Yeah. And without further ado, here is what it sounds like.
Where's the numpad?